It's Time Out with Michael, a show where we talk about everything and anything. You guys ready? Because I am. Tonight's episode, Wyoming Army National Guard. Super excited for this. Let's go. All right, here we go. Hey, how are we doing, everybody? We're here. It's Monday, and we're live. I'm so excited. I got a guest on tonight, Sean Todd, and he is our local recruiter for the Wyoming Army National Guard. Thanks for coming on, Sean.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.
So, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Share, like, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Time Out with Michael. And tell your friends. That's how we get this show out there. And hope you guys enjoy the content. So tonight, I've been thinking about what's been going on in the world today. And I thought, here's a good opportunity to talk about, some military presence. You've seen that at the White House. A lot of people want to know some things, what's going on there. And, we're not going to dive too much into that, but we're going to talk mainly about what's going on here in Wyoming with our Wyoming National Guard. So we brought Sean in. He's our local recruiter for us. And what is the Wyoming National Guard?
All right. Hey, Michael. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me come on here. But yeah, so the Wyoming National Guard, so it's, if you look at each state that you have in the United States, we have 54 states and territories. So each one, if you kind of remember way back, the 13 colonies coming back, we had those people, the farmers, we had everyone that was coming in, and we're going against the British and everything. So we had to get there Minutemen. We had to be right there as fast as we could go. So fast forward back where we're at current events, each state has their own army. So each one has their own governor. That governor has his own army. So we have the Wyoming Army National Guard, which is almost 1,600 people, total. So
perfect. Okay. So there you go. There, folks, the Wyoming National Guard is its own army, and the governor controls it, correct?
The governor controls it.
Not the president?
In peacetime, the governor controls it. In a time of war, the president actually has power, but he has to talk to the governor and say, hey, can I borrow your guys?
Gotcha.
And then that's where we mobilize, and we can actually do anything here in the United States, from just in Wyoming, surrounding states, all over the United States, but we can also deploy overseas. So we actually have a dual mission.
Nice. Okay. So let's go through the eligibility and the process of Wyoming National Guard.
Okay.
How do we do that?
Yeah. So the first thing is you have to be a U.S. citizen, you're working on your citizenship. You have to be between the ages of 17 to 35 years old. You do have to, if you have your GED, or high set or whatever, or a high school diploma, anything basically showing education eligibility. And then from there, we go through, medical questions, go through your legal background, nothing major medical, nothing major legal. And, you have to do an ASVAB test, the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, and basically be able to pass that, academically. And then, of course, be in good physical shape. We look at height. We look at your weight, like the standards and everything, and go from there.
Okay, so let's say you don't. Let's say what's the standard for height and weight for a 30-year-old male, and he doesn't meet those standards of weight and physicality. Do you give him hey, come back in 2 months or 3 months when you're in better shape, or do you help them get into better shape? How does that work?
Yeah, definitely. So what I do personally, and each recruiter is always different, and that's what's nice about the National Guard is we live in our communities. But if that's something that's your passion and you want to push for it, that recruiter, especially myself, I'm there to help you out with whatever you can do. Here in Evanston, we actually have our local armory. So if you're an applicant and you're wanting to push, you come see me. We actually have the access for you to work out at our armory, and I can actually visually see that you're trying. and we just keep the process going, and I help you out with whatever process. And even what we have is our full-time staff that's here in our infantry unit here in Evanston. They help out as well. So it's kind of a dual team that helps out.
That's awesome.
As long as you've got the passion, we'll help you out where we can.
Nice. Because, I know there's a lot of people out there that want to do it. They might be not in the best physical shape, but, like, I mean, you think about the process of going to be in the military, and it's not just for everyone, but there's processes as to where, physically you don't make the cut, I guess. And that's awesome that you guys would help them out get to that point, because mentally they're there, and everything says they're amazing about this, but their physical limitations are holding them back. So that's awesome that you guys offer that. Not very many jobs do. Okay?
No, but the other aspect with that is, especially with the generations of stuff, I don't spoon feed you. You got to come and actually do the work. You have to be there. So we'll be there to help you out, but you got to put the work in and actually show that you want to do this. And
Good.
That's part of us as military recruiters, seeing if you're going to come through the gates into the military process.
Nice.
And be a soldier.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good thing. You don't want just anybody to go over there and take care of us. Big shout out to Juan. How are you doing? Carrie, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Disney Diva Gem, she's DDG, as we all know her, and Joe Ross. Thanks for joining the stream. I think I missed a few people. Let's see if we lost it. Did we lose everybody? Was that weird? That was weird. Just saying. That was really weird. Sorry for the blackout. We're just preparing you for everything. Okay. Just kidding. Hi, Midlife Vibes. Thanks for joining the stream. And yes. Hey, there's Veronica. Thanks, Veronica, for joining the stream and watching. Okay. So if I want to go be in the Wyoming Army National Guard, is there certain things I can do? Is there what occupations and benefits are there serving the National Guard?
Sure. So big thing that what I always come through is, I get to know you, that rapport aspect, and kind of find out what do you want to do with the National Guard, because the National Guard is not a full-time, like every day, just like what active duty Army is or all the military branches. But, this is a 1 week in a month. You do basic training, which is 10 weeks long, and what we call your AIT, your advanced individual training.
Okay.
And that's the job that you're wanting to do for the National Guard. That's like the main career.
Okay.
And so from there, say for instance, you want to do carpentry or, something like that. We have to do the ASVAB test.
Okay.
Find out if you're eligible for that one.
Okay.
And then what I do is I show you every job that you can possibly do. Within the National Guard, we have over 130 jobs.
Sales. Huh? Is there a salesman job in the Army National Guard?
That's what I do. That's being a recruiter.
Okay. All right. What about radio host?
We actually have public broadcasting, public affairs. We have a lot of that. The big ones that we have in the national with Wyoming, we have infantry, we have artillery, we have aviation, anything dealing with mechanics, anything dealing with truck driving, semi trucks. That we're Wyoming. We're a huge state, so we have to move stuff all over. And even if you're looking into more of the STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math.
Oh, wow.
We have all that aspect too.
And you don't need a college degree for that?
You don't.
Wow.
No.
Okay. There you go. See? And doesn't the Army pay for that too? For you to go do all that? And then they pay you to do
Yes.
that? Okay.
What I tell a lot of people is like, you know what? You graduate high school and you've got the academic aspect. Okay. You practice and you screw up, you do all that type of stuff. I look at you going to basic training and you going to the advanced training. Maybe it might not be exactly the career that you want to do in the rest of your life. It could be just a fun career. Right. It could be a fun job. I look at this as you go to basic training, you're getting paid to become an adult. You're going to mess up there. You're going to see people from all walks of life, from all states, from all the religious aspect, the emotional, the mental. You're going to see all that, and you're getting paid to learn how to, find out who you are.
Yeah.
And then you come back to Wyoming or wherever you're wanting to go, and you already have that aspect, those tools already in your pocket. Now go to college, go find that job you want. You've already had the experiences,
Yeah.
and you can push through the things that you already want to do.
Nice. Okay, so with that being said, let's say I get into the Army National Guard, but I really wanted to be in the Navy.
Okay.
Does the Wyoming National Guard help you get to the Navy?
It can. It
Okay.
definitely can.
Would you say that you want to keep the? I mean, obviously you want to keep them in the National Guard. That's you know,
Right.
you want to keep them there, but do you send them to the Navy recruiter? What I mean, how would that work?
Yeah, you would. That's definitely what you would have to do. What I always say is go through the basic training, go through the advanced training, have that job, figure it out. If it's your cup of tea, it's kind of like buying a car. You want to try it out and see how it's all about. And if you like that car and you fully want to take it away, if you want to go active duty, we have what we call conditional releases. Now it depends on your unit and who we have in that unit. You go talk to that Navy recruiter and active duty recruiter or Army or wherever you're wanting to go. As long as they're willing to work with you on that, and the National Guard is willing to release you, it's a give and take, because you can actually go from the National Guard and the reserves to full time. It's just really hard. You can't go from full time. The federal government doesn't want to release you to go down to state.
Go down to state.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
That's actually, I was gonna say, that's kind of what I did. I was active duty Navy for 10 years. I did the Navy Reserve, and that wasn't meshing with my lifestyle, with my wife and my kids and stuff like that. So I actually transferred from the Navy Reserve to the Wyoming National Guard. So you can do it.
So you can do it.
Yes.
Just a process. So there you go. If that's what you want to do. And I guess here's the thing, like you said, you don't sugarcoat it. You get to know the person. You get to know, say, look, this is not for you. This probably is.
Exactly.
So you can figure that out as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Role of the National Guard. What's the role of the National Guard? I mean, I think we kind of talked about that, but
we kind of talked about it. But the main role is we are what we call the sword and the shield. So here with what we do, and this is kind of mainly with Wyoming, our kind of little mantra, our name. So we're the sword. So we protect the borders of the entire United States. So anything that goes on within the United States, floods, fires, riots, anything that's going on, that is all National Guard. Also, we're the shield. So anything that's that we have to do as far as protection, humanitarian, or communities, we're also there to help out as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Have there been a lot of people serving, and what type of people join the National Guard?
So a lot of the people that want to join the National Guard are the ones that a lot of people have wanted, they keep this as their last resort. Now that used to be way back, the 90s and stuff like that. But 2001 hit and it changed the National Guard, and our entire job, entire perspective.
Right.
But the people that are wanting to join now is they actually want to serve. They want to do something as a higher power, something bigger than themselves. A lot of them also want to have that college paid for. I have a lot of people that contact me going, college is expensive.
Right.
They'll do a semester and then we pay 100% of all their college in here in Wyoming.
Oh, nice. No brainer.
Yeah.
And you got to work what? 1 weekend a month, right?
1 week in a month.
2
weeks during the week.
2 weeks.
Yeah. During the summertime. And it depends on the unit. They have their specific annual training time frame.
Do you have to? Okay, so let's say I came and joined, and I liked it, everything is good, but then my family decides we're going to move to Arizona. Can I still stay in the Wyoming?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying. We have, each state has their own army, and so if you're, say, your life, because I always say this is a supplement of what your lifestyle is. Because we have medical insurance, we have all kinds of stuff that can help out. But say if you have a job that you're wanting to go down to Arizona or Texas or wherever you're wanting to go, you work with that National Guard and ours. We call it our inter-service transfer.
Okay.
So it's very easy. It's process. but it's all on you. So this works
Nice.
with your life versus you working with it.
With that life. Gosh. Can we just do that with all of our jobs? That would be great.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. You got to join the National Guard. Why should one join? Why would one want to join? I mean, we kind of talked about why would one want. Why should somebody join the National Guard?
So a lot of people just want to serve. A lot of people want to, do something bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of those people. They come in and like, for instance, here in our community, we have people that go on their mission and they love that aspect and they want to continue serving and they want to get their life going. So a lot of it is just mission. There's a lot of training involved. It's free training that you can actually take into your civilian certifications and stuff like that. And then a lot of people just want to have fun with that adventure, do different places.
Yeah.
So
shoot big guns,
infantry,
jump
artillery.
out of a plane.
Yeah, we even have different routes that just came out a couple months ago about going special forces if someone wants to.
Oh wow!
So,
boom, there you go. Special forces. My brother wanted to be a sniper in the military, except he had some extracurricular activities that he liked to do, and it didn't work out. And then he kind of got a family, and he was okay. He's a dang good shot. That's all I can say. He would be very good for our country if we ever needed that. How long do you have to do it?
So it depends on what you want. So I have 3 years, 4 years, or a 6-year contract.
Okay.
So you can do it. Now, each one has their own benefits. The 6-year contract, you have every benefit known to man. So if you do really well on your ASVAB test, you can actually get up to it's a 12.5 thousand bonus on some of the jobs that we have. And if you just want to do a 3-year, which a lot of times if they're not, because 6 years is a long time.
Right.
It really is. But if you want to kind of test it out and see where you want to be, just do the 3-year, get your college paid for, get those certifications that you're wanting, kind of learn what it's all about. And if you want to keep doing that, I always say, hey, there's a 6-year contract that's $20,000 bonus right there in this lump sum.
Oh yeah, boom. So okay, so let's say I do the 3-year contract. Let's say I'm just not sure. 6 years is a long time, but I'm gonna test the waters a year into my 3-year contract. Look, I want to do 6 years. Can I now change that, or do I have to finish out my 3-year contract and then sign up for another 6 years, or how does that work?
So you have to go through at least close to your 3-year mark. Now, normally that last year, we always look at like the 365-day time frame. That's where we start talking to you about the retention aspect. If you want to stay in the National Guard, or what's your intentions?
Right.
And if it's something that you're wanting to do, then we can start negotiating. Okay, how long do you want to stay in some more?
Right.
Yep. So
okay. What if I quit? What if I just stop in my 3-year contract? You're gonna take me to jail, prison? I mean, what happens at that point?
Right. So if it was just your 3-year contract and that's what you did, you completed your obligation of that 3-year contract.
Okay.
But Nate, within the military, no matter what military branch that you're always going to do, there is an 8-year contract, basically, and I'll break it down. So if you're doing a 3 years of active duty or National Guard, you do have a 5 years of inactive National Guard,
where they can call you and ask you to come
call you back, like say World War III or something, something like that. Major comes on. Uncle Sam still has your phone number.
Gotcha. Okay, but what if let's say within my 3-year contract, year 2, this is just I'm not liking it, and I'm just gonna I'm done. I'm not showing up anymore. What happens?
Yeah, there's definitely some options where we have to start looking at either unauthorized absence or AWOL. Yeah, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And yes, we can, put a warrant out for you.
Yeah, court martial you to somewhere.
Yep.
Have you had to do any of that? Is that something you've had to do as a recruiter?
I haven't had to do that. I do have some people, they get the really cold feet on trying to, whenever it's their ship date. I have had to go and pick somebody up at their work and take them back where they need to go, and almost had to. Yeah. But he came quietly.
That's good. I mean, and here's the thing. It's not for the faint of heart.
Right.
It really isn't. I wanted to do military stuff. I've talked to you a couple times.
Right. Yeah.
And I just, I think at my point in time in life, it wasn't the good fit for me. Made a lot of dumb decisions. Anyway, it was not something for me. I support our military. I support everything that all branches and all facets. I'm very thankful for all of you guys that just make my life better.
Hmm.
I mean, I've traveled all over the world, and I have seen some things that I probably should never have seen. And I think people really don't understand how well we truly have it here,
Oh man.
regardless of what's going on in the world, and even now, we still have it very, very good. It's amazing, and our military branches are what provide that for us. And here's a start with the Wyoming National Guard,
Right.
which can be a really, really awesome thing. I've heard nothing but good, and it's just one of those cool things. Which again, it's like, man, I got to get Sean on here. I got to get Sean on here. This would be good. Um, Obviously, you can make a career out of it.
Yeah, you definitely can. Yep.
What's the highest ranking you can get as far as in the National Guard?
So if you're going the enlisted route, the enlisted is, as a sergeant, so I'm a sergeant first class, so I can go all the way up to the rank of E9 or
Okay,
a sergeant major.
gotcha. What's the highest rank in the military?
Highest rank is a general. It's a 4-star general.
Okay, and he is an E11, 12?
He's an O10.
Oh, 10. Oh, man.
Officer 10. Yep.
Okay, so we've gone
Yep.
out of the E's.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Okay.
So we actually here in Wyoming, we actually have our brigadier general.
Okay. And what is he?
He's an 08, which is a 2-star general.
2-star general. Oh, he's darn close.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's a major general.
Major general.
Yep.
Okay.
Be my little general.
Be my little general. Nice. I like it. It's good to have that. Okay, so you can go up all in, and I mean, what's the average length of somebody in the National Guard? What is their average length to
So
be
you
in
can
there?
actually, if you want to keep doing this, the 1 week in a month, 2 weeks during the summertime, you can do this for 20 years, and you have a good retirement out of that. Now you wouldn't get that retirement to age 60,
Right.
but you can actually keep going even after 20 if you want to.
Right. And now if you go after, so some jobs, some businesses, things, if you go past your tenure, okay, so the National Guard is 20, and you can retire at that point. You don't get your money till you're 60. If you go extended time, does that give you more money past 6? Okay, so it does.
Yeah, so it'll increase. So a lot of times you get 50% of what your rank was, at the age 60. So as you're going up more after the age or after 20 years, then you get more. So, but with a new thing that's actually kind of transitioning over with all military branches is what we call our blended retirement. So you can still retire at the age of 20, but what it is now is kind of like, a lot of employers have our 401ks.
Right.
You put in as much money as you want to in this 401k, which is what we call our TSP.
Okay.
And the National Guard puts in 5%.
Oh, perfect. Hey, please do that. If you are not knowledgeable about that, it is free money. They can't tax it. They can't touch it. It's free money. Hey, Joni, how are you? She says hi to Sean. Sean, hey, Joni saying hi to you. Free money. Do it. It's not that much money, and it's wow.
Yeah. So, because the reason why they went to that, because we had a lot of people getting out after the 4 or the 6 years,
okay,
and they weren't, or even 10 years, they weren't getting everything, the full 20-year retirement out of it. But as you're putting in with this blended retirement with a 401k, that you can actually bring in your other employment into this one as well. So you can, keep making it go as high as you want it to go.
That seems like a no-brainer. You work for a company. Well, I mean, the world today is different. You lasted a job for like 3 years, and you're off to the next one. And those. I think about, like, I'm almost on my 10-year mark with my company, and it's like I think about that. I'm like, man, I'm getting to that 10-year mark. Yep. I'm so excited. I got to the 5-year mark, and I was like, yes, 5, and get to 10. And and then I think about the teachers and all those people, like generation me and older, have made it 15, 20, 30 years in their career, and that meant something. And now it's just like, see you, 3 years, done, bye. So I don't know, 20 years, and then you get full retirement, full benefits. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer.
Right. And as you're going through this, I mean, your occupation, your full-on occupation can change with whatever you need to do. this is I always look at the National Guard as always that staple, that stability point. You're going to get a little bit of money per month.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of times you're going to get that family, you're going to get that spouse, those 3 to 5 kids or whatever you want to do. The National Guard, we actually have, you know, we have medical insurance and everything. And if you say, if you have, like, you know, like myself, I've got my wife, I got 3 kids, it's like $240 something a month, and everyone's covered, and that's all medical insurance.
It's like every paycheck.
I was like, yeah.
That's good. That's good. And here's the thing, like insurance is it's a big deal right now, especially with C-19.
Mm-hmm.
We call it C-19,
C-19.
Sean. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that a thing in the National Guard? C-19 means something else?
Nope.
Phew. Okay. C-19. Nope. See, Josh, I plugged it. It's good. We're good. Yes. Beloved one, thanks for joining. We appreciate your support here. So really, as you're talking about this, it comes into my next question. You've already answered it. One could live off of the wages and retire.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
What's the most sought after position? Occupation in the Wyoming? What do you see the most in your tenure as being a recruit?
Definitely, you know, with us being, you know, Wyoming, we're a huge state. We have a lot of land and stuff. So we're an artillery state. So we have our rocket launchers, our HIMARS, and so artillery is a huge thing. But we started acquiring over the last 4 years infantry, so light infantry. You know, people want to get out there, have fun, have the adventure, maybe go to some specialty schools and stuff, which we have now. And then, you know, some of the things that we do with as farming, ranching, just the trades that we have here, mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of mechanics. And then, of course, the medical field. You know, I'm a combat medic by trade prior to being a recruiter. Mm-hmm. So medical field is always there.
Oh, yeah.
Combat medic.
Medical field. That's the big thing. Go after that. Absolutely. What is the most money you can make with the National Guard?
Wow. Yeah. So it just depends on what you want to do. So I would say, you know, if you're a go-getter, we have some people that, you know, if you're in physical shape and you're wanting to, you know, go to schools after schools and you're wanting to do that stuff, I've seen people where they can go do their drill weekends 1 week in a month was around $200 to $300 starting off.
Okay.
And then if they have any specialty schools they can go to, basic leadership courses, you know, we even have ranger schools and stuff. That's active duty money. So I would say on average around $300 per month. But if you're going to college as well, you know, well, we kind of talked about the 100% college tuition.
Right.
We actually have additional money if you're a full-time student. Like, for example, my daughter, she's starting college here Monday at Western. You know, she got everything that she could possibly get. She got the $20,000 enlistment bonus. You know, she actually got what we call our Montgomery GI Bill, the Montgomery GI Bill that she can actually have per month while she's going to college. And she got the kicker because her ASVAB score was a 50 or higher. So she's going to be ranging around $800 to $900.
Did you give her the answers?
No, nope. She did it when she was a junior in high school up here in Evanston.
Yeah. So
yeah, she's going to be ranging between $800 to $900 a month.
Nice.
Just from the National Guard for the 2 to 3 days per.
And college is paid for. There's
for.
Nothing she has to take care of whatsoever.
Nope.
She's got some fun money. She's got mom and dad to take care of. Anything else? Now, with that being said, okay, so you get about let's just say $1,000 a month with all of that stuff. Does she go get a job somewhere?
If she chooses to. How we look at this is, you know, with the Montgomery GI Bill, the kicker, all those additional funds, we look at if you're going to college full time, you know, and you're going to have that part-time job on the, you know, at night or whatever, that's taking away from your studies.
Oh yeah.
So if we're going to give you that extra money to study, you know, you're going to be a better citizen here in the United States, which ultimately is going to become a better soldier for us. Right.
And again, think about this. If you're watching, if you're listening, kind of what he's explaining is when you go to college, you get some scholarships and there's some things that you still have to pay for. And so that's why a lot of college students go out and get a part-time job. They're going to be a server. They're going to work at a restaurant and things like that. It's very hard to be able to hold a part-time job, well, let alone a full-time job, and go to school and be productive and be successful and make it all work. It's very stressful. So with the Wyoming National Guard, you can go to school for free. You get some money. You get $1,000, up to, well, it's $900, $800, okay, right around there. And it's really good. And you just get to focus on school.
Right. And the other aspect here in Wyoming, we have that Hathaway scholarship as well, right?
Right.
So we get the Hathaway scholarship as well. So we actually trump, if you're going here in Wyoming, 100%. Now, say, for instance, we're here in Evanston, and we have a lot of colleges, west of us in Utah State, all those different ones. If you want to stay in Wyoming, Wyoming National Guard, we actually give you $4,000 per year, and it resets every October for tuition and everything as well. And on top of that additional money I was telling you about.
$4,000. That takes me to Disneyland for my whole family. Man, I should go. That's awesome. Okay, so as a recruiter, do you have to deploy? Do you have to go and do things when the National Guard deploys, or do you stay here, or you just...
So I'm in a non-deployable position as a military recruiter, mainly because we have to get the people into the gates to be able to do that aspect.
Right.
So, but I have deployed previously. Now, if I decided that I wanted to deploy, what I'd have to do is actually give up my job.
Gotcha.
As a recruiter, and basically say, I'm not going to do this job anymore, and then find a spot. And then I have to apply for the job again. I'm like, I like what I do. I like what I do here in Evanston in the community.
You did serve your time. You did go do all of your,
Yep.
You did your missions. You deployed, you did all of that stuff, and you've seen the action. Let's say we go to World War III and they want all of us to go. Do you go, or do you stay?
I won't. I will be staying here. I mean, it's going to be my choice ultimately.
Right.
I will be staying here to get people in from our community
so we can go.
Yeah, so we can go.
Right. That's the perks of being the recruiter. So, hey, work yourself up to the recruiter and you're just going to stay home. It's cool. Well, I mean, he does a lot. You guys would be surprised of the stuff that he takes care of. Okay, now we're going to have a little fun game here. I want to know what you know about Wyoming National Guard. Okay, so before we get into this, Sean, how can we get a hold of you? How can we go sign up? What are some of the things here in Evanston that we can do to get a hold of you to sign up?
Yeah, so the big thing, if you're wanting to come and actually see me, I'm over on 2nd Street at the Evanston Armory. Make sure it's over on 2nd Street, over there past the Verizon Wireless. Don't go all the way out on Wasatch where we have our maintenance shop. So come over there. My phone number is 307-677-0286. And then also you can go to nationalguard.com, kind of check out, what that's all about. And if you want to fill that information out, make sure you put your zip code, because that comes directly to your local recruiter, especially, right back to me.
Okay. 2nd Street, that place. Okay. So that's
419 2nd Street.
419 2nd Street. Put it in your... Everybody has a phone. Put it in there. Okay. Google it. It's there. It's over by Verizon. Yep. It's over by EMS. It's over by the LDS church over there.
Church is right across the street from us.
ECDC, I think, is over there too. Okay. It's over in that area, people. That area,
yep.
Okay. All right, Sean, are you ready?
Oh, here we go.
Okay. I don't have any special prizes. Sorry.
That's okay.
I got this cool shirt though. Check this out. I'm going to sport it. I love it. It's awesome.
This is actually our brand new logo.
This is cool.
Yep. This is our new logo for the Wyoming National Guard.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I like shirts. They're cool. Okay. So the Wyoming Army National Guard's 1st Unit, Company A, 1st Wyoming Regiment was established in 1888 in Laramie. Very good. Okay. And it's all different now. Okay. It's not over in Laramie anymore. There's some stuff in Laramie.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We actually got a brand new armory there in Laramie as well.
Okay. So there we go. That's right. It's in that. And are we talking about 94th Troop Command?
94th Troop Command. Okay. We also have the 133rd Engineer Company over there as well.
Okay. Perfect. It does say that right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. And the 133rd is part of.
So the 133rd is actually, that's where the headquarters is in Laramie. We also have a detachment in Rock Springs. So if you're into like horizontal construction, like, all that heavy equipment and stuff, we have that. But in Rock Springs, if you love working like what we call a vertical unit, so carpentry, masonry, plumbers, electricians, anything dealing with that type of stuff, which is a trade that everyone should know.
Yeah.
You get to learn that stuff for free, and you're right there in Rock Springs, just an hour and a half away.
Nice. Okay. We got 5 more questions.
There we
Let's
go.
see. Here we go.
We got
All right.
one.
Okay. He got one. The first federal mobilization of a Wyoming Army National Guard unit was in 1898 for what war?
My goodness. Oh,
Testing your history.
1898.
It's a long time ago.
Wow.
I was just a kid.
One the Spanish American? Nope. I don't.
Spanish American? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Boom! Ding! He wins.
Whoa.
Okay, number 2. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Coach Miller. Appreciate it.
That's awesome. Hey, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like us, subscribe to us. Hit the notification bell in YouTube, and it will tell you when we're on. Okay, Mondays we did 8 o'clock tonight, but we'll be on Mondays at 7 o'clock from now on. Hopefully, I hope. Okay, Wyoming Army National Guards 3. Dang it! I already said it. Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, Wyoming Army National Guard's 300th Armored Field Artillery was the most decorated unit to fight in what war?
Oh man. World War II.
Korean War.
Korean War.
Okay, he's 2 for 1. All right, that was hard. That's that. Who would have known that? Okay, but they are the most decorated one.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that one.
In Wyoming. Okay. So they do all of their training in Guernsey now.
Yeah, Camp Guernsey.
Okay, that's where they do it. Before, they used to train every summer at this place between Cheyenne and Laramie.
Oh man, I see it. I just don't know what it's called.
Pole Mountain.
Pole Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's a pool right in the middle of Wyoming. It's just right there. I'm just kidding. It's not like that.
So, kind of nice thing about that with the Wyoming Army National Guard, the ROTC at the University of Wyoming, they actually do a lot of their land navigation and everything up there. You know where the Lincoln Monument is and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of training up in that area as well.
Nice. Okay. So there we go. Fun fact. Now you know. Okay. Okay, so this is the one we were talking about a little earlier. The Wyoming Army National Guard's 133rd Engineer Company.
Okay.
They did something in 2005 for Operation Iraq Freedom. They did something very special, very cool, very unique. Do you know what they did?
I don't.
Okay.
I really don't. I know that, 133rd. I don't know what they did.
What is that, Sean? What do I got
W?
here? W. They built and shaped a W-shaped reservoir in Iraq.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. I would really like to go like on the interweb and find this. I wonder if there's a picture.
I'm wondering if that's Google that stuff or Google Map it or something.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be sweet if it's still there. I mean, like that would be awesome. You didn't take us to see that. I know, Becky. That's it's way out there. I apologize. She's talking. So I took her. So some friends from California. We took them all over the place here in Evanston, and she's talking about going to see the pool in Cheyenne and Laramie. Oh, yeah, that's on the other side of the state. So, like Becky, we're right. Wait, here we go. We're over here in the corner, and the pool is somewhere over here. So it would have been a long drive.
Yeah.
You guys already drove a long time. Okay. Last one. This is the most deployed unit in Wyoming.
Charlie Med.
Okay, Charlie so Med. There you go. Very good. Very
Charlie
good.
Med.
Man, okay, so you were 1, 2. You were 3 for 6. You got 50%.
That's all right.
That's all right. That's good. Those other ones were hard. And
Yeah.
you kind of blew yourself away with the second question. You didn't know that was the Spanish-American War. Okay. C Company, 5th Battalion, 159th General Aviation Support Brigade, or as we call them, Charlie Med.
Out of Cheyenne.
They're deployed. That's the most deployed unit out of the Army, Wyoming Army National Guard. So there you go. A couple other things you did say that there's 1,600 soldiers that live in Wyoming and work in all the counties.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. The soldiers fall under 4 major commands. What are those 4 commands?
So I think 94th Troop Command, the Joint Forces Headquarters out of Cheyenne, the 115th, and the 2-300th, if I remember right.
Perfect. That's it. Boom. You got there's another question you got. Sean, thank you so much for joining us here on Time Out with Michael. It's been super awesome having you, getting some information about this. Again, regardless of who you are, what you believe in, this stuff is real. Yeah. Okay. And if it's something that you want to get into, contact Sean. You can go over there on 419th 2nd Street. Right. Did I get that right?
419 2nd Street.
Sweet. And talk to him. And you can go online. It's on Facebook. It's on Google Wyoming National Guard. It's there. You can get it.
Right.
And get signed up. Go talk to Sean if that's something that you want to do. If it's something you're interested in. Maybe you don't know. Maybe exactly. It is something that you should be doing and you just don't know. Jump over there and talk to him. And if it's a thing, then we need to do that.
Yeah, what I was going to say, there's a lot of people here in the community and all over the United States, they don't know even if they're eligible or not. And so just take a couple minutes, and come and talk to me and see if you're even eligible. Have that as your back pocket. Because I talk to a lot of people always thinking that this is going to be their last resort. And a lot of times they're not even eligible if they haven't even talked to me yet. So definitely you come over and just find out if you're even eligible or not and see what we have.
Yeah. Are you okay with the statement that Joe Ross just put on there?
Go Army, be Navy. There you go.
Are you okay with that?
I'm all good.
He's all good. I want you guys to check out Midlife Vibes. If you haven't, they are a good friend of ours. Their channel, check them out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. Twitter, Snapchat, all of those fun things. They're all over there. We're also out there. Let's see. Let's go over some comments real quick.
Okay.
Carrie wants to know, what's your most memorable moment in serving?
Most memorable. Honestly, I'm going to talk about kind of whenever I was deployed in Iraq in 2007, 2008. And this was actually whenever I was active duty Navy. So interesting fact, my wife is Lisa. She was actually here in Evanston and she was pregnant with our second kid. So I actually got to be there, at least, hear my second kid, Kara, actually, being born. So my mom took my place. She's an RN and everything, but she took the place of me. So halfway around the world, I get to actually hear my daughter being born and everything. So, yeah, and I'm in a war zone and everything's going on. So, but I took that little bit of hour and I got to hear.
That's awesome. That's a great memory.
I come back 4.5 months later, go, here's my daughter.
That's really awesome. And I think that's really cool that's the memory that you get to, that sticks out and stands out, because like you said, you're in war.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things going on. You're away from your family. You want to see your child born. I've seen all my kids born. Well, no, I haven't, but I've been a part of it. And I think it'd be okay not to be in the room, not to be present. But at the same time, I think it'd be very, very hard, because once you've experienced, you're like, okay, this is cool. It's a cool feeling to be able to hold your child and, do all that when they're first born. It's a thing that never goes away.
Yep.
And so that's really cool that you're able to at least
hear. And honestly, coming back 4.5 months, whenever we got released, we're in formation and we get released, and I would walk over there and see my wife, and she's holding Kara. She looks and it was awesome. She looks directly at me and hands out. She's never seen me, met me, nothing. And that right there just like made the mission worth coming home.
Oh,
It was great.
Okay, he's gonna make me cry. Thanks. I mean, we don't need to see that on national television. Disney Diva Jen, also known as DDG, says, "Thank you, proud Army vet wife and Coast Guard mom. Great information here. Thanks for your service."
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Again, this is something that is near and dear to my family's heart. We appreciate all of you guys that serve and take care of us and make our life better. It is it's not for the faint of heart, and it's not just for anybody. But you would be surprised at who it's for, who
Yes.
doesn't know about it. Again,
Yes.
like Sean said, come down, see if you're eligible, see if you're fit for it, and talk to him. I mean, it's a great thing to do. It's a great thing to be able to serve your country. I wish I had the cojones to do it.
You can do it.
I just there was just something that it wasn't for
Yep.
me, but I definitely support all of those that take care of us and do that, regardless of what's going on. We're going to support you no matter what. We're Americans, and that's what we do. Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force, Coast Guard, Space Force. That's the new one. I think I'm going to be eligible for that. I wrote Elon Musk already and said, dude, I mean,
There you go.
got my CDL. Does that count to fly the ship?
Yep.
I don't know. We'll
Just
see.
a big thing to remember about the Army National Guard and the National Guard itself. We're your home team. We're the ones that live in your community. So it's just like how you have your firefighters, your police department. We're the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, we do it. We're right here just with you.
That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna close it out. If you haven't already, hit the like button, smash it, do whatever for it. Subscribe, tell your friends, let us know. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I think is the thing. There we go. Denver, that might be the time zone. Who knows? Time out with Michael, and we're out of here.
Thank you.